a herb with the breath in my lungs. And I bet a little bitch say some. Carved with the knife, I live by the day. I never ask for nothing and I keep my shit straight. Venom in the teeth and my head scream. That's when I'm medic, keep nothing, it's a daydream. What the fuck you saying? What the fuck is you seeing? I'm green when I clench my jaw, that shit mean. Gouge out my eyes, I don't listen to your violent advice. My head spin, I don't think twice if I'm running off. When it comes to the track, I will lay down with the freight, run me out over it. Blind from the hot white fury in your vision and the swords in your mouth. Really not a fan of the way that they play, but I keep my opinions at bay. I don't say nothing, it's a fucked up function. It ain't up for discussion. If I want it, then I grab it and I'm hunting.
Such as divine charity, and allegedly bad kinds, such as, in quotes, animal lust. But it should be understood, I think, that they are all forms of the same thing. So we might say that the red end of the spectrum of love is Dr. Freud's libido, and the violet end of the spectrum of love is agape, the what is called divine love or divine charity. And that in the middle, the various yellows, blues and greens are friendship, human endearment, consideration, and all that sort of fellow feeling. But it's all the same thing. And so, the thing is, first of all, to get it moving.
touch kill. I'm waiting, debating. Weakness in of my heart, so ended across the road. Hold my tongue, better hold that thought. If I watch you die, then I know I'd not have to depart from here into where I rot. I see spaces in your eyes. Hear something told me one faces in the dark here cries. Best these illusions of mine. See something at me. Gather
She said, well, I was on the phone cooking me and my baby some breakfast. And she said, hey, something wrong, it's popping. I said, what? She said, yeah. I said, no. So the girl come downstairs, she come out her apartment with her baby with no shoes on. I said, oh, girl, it's cold outside. She said, something ain't right. I said, oh, man. She said, oh, man, the building is on fire. I said, no, what? I got my 3 kids and we bounced out. We ain't gonna be in no fire. Not today.
Every hour of the day I be like, yo, who's that person in the mirror? Is he different from me? No, I got a couple hundred ways to kill the game like I'm a terrorist. And you're at Shea Stadium, you have reasons to be scared of this. Rolling up my pants before I'm pulling out the stops. Fuck a cop and take his car and drive it into a head shop. I'm getting a gold watch and burning like a cigarette. Watch how fucking fucked up a wigger get. I be throwing nets in the ocean cause I got big fish to fry. Some fly guy with his hat half off of his head or covering his big blue eyes. Watching, but I ain't surprised. People known for talking and then even more for telling lies. It's a cookout, so be on lookout. Feeling kinda shook off of these stimulants I took. How many times do I have to say it? There's no one quite like me. Relationships with beings from extra dimensions fight me. On the road 100 times in basements that I've never been. Getting even with the vendetta, I have forgiven it. Living in the tundra, that's Minnesota. For anybody wondering, I freeze my balls off in a couple of 100 cents. Do it like you never thought it could be done. Yeah, it could be done. Do it like you never thought it could be done. Do it like you never thought it could be done. Do it like you never thought it could be done.
Somebody was barbecuing. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Then I ran out. I didn't grab no shoes or nothing, Jesus. I ran for my life. And then the smoke got me. I got bronchitis. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Man in blue, come for you. Fire red, you're gonna be dead. Man in blue, come for you. Fire red, you're gonna be dead.
Fuck with me, cause then I gotta fuck you up. Please don't fuck with me, cause then I gotta fuck you up. And merchandise, cause then I gotta fuck you up. And merchandise, cause then I gotta fuck you up. I need more. It is not enough to reap what I sow. Give me the clothes off your back. Give me your shoes, got me cat. Give me pleasure, it ain't enough to pick. Now give me life, it ain't enough to breathe. When I die, and I lay down for good, I will do when I need. I will fix when I need.
Some of the greatest Americans, some of the greatest thinkers, artists, architects, politicians have come from very many beginnings.
I gotta fuck you up. I gotta fuck you up. Fuck you up, son. What's around me is fine, but I can't see better. Don't know the time, but it'll fuck the weather. Yeah, cause we out here wildin'. Yeah, we out here for good. And to tie it in, we out here for good. Yeah, fuck with me, or else I gotta fuck you up.
So, just because you come from nothing, you must not let that be something that holds you back.
Part of me dies all the time. And so I deal with that the best I can when parts of me die. And that's why I write. Because when parts of me die, it hurts. And I write about it. Parts of you die all the time.
Pieces of my memory fall away. Pieces of my head go crack, okay. As long as I'm alive, it won't be enough. Something's living in my gut, but I like it rough. Tongue passes as I cross the line. You do yours, I'm in charge of mine. Something till you get my
talking about power. About this new treatment that gets you out of prison in no time at all. Make sure you never get back in the care about the dangerous part. I just want to be good. I want the rest of my life to be one act of goodness. The question is whether or not this technique really makes a man good. Goodness comes from within. Goodness is chosen. When a man cannot choose, he ceases to be a man.
I'll let it go. Pieces make all of it. I life, I feel I have